High above the whispering grasslands, where the morning sun painted gold on every leaf, lived a young sparrow named Pico. Pico was small, smaller than the other birds, but he had a big dream. He wanted to build the greatest nest in the whole forest. Not just any nest, a nest so tall and perfect that every bird would stop to stare. So, one bright morning, Pico puffed his feathers and began his quest. First, he fluttered over to a tall acacia tree where the weaverbirds lived. They were busy tying strands of grass together, looping and knotting like tiny tailors. "Wow," gasped Pico. "Your nest swings like a lantern in the wind. How did you make it so strong?" A wise old weaverbird smiled. "It's all in the weaving, little one. We twist each blade of grass tight so the wind can dance but never destroy." Pico tried to copy them, but the grass kept slipping from his beak. Soon his pile of twigs and grass looked more like a messy hat than a nest. He sighed. "Maybe I should build like someone else." Next, Pico flew near the riverbank, where swallows darted through the air, scooping up mud with their beaks. "What are you doing?" Pico asked, tilting his head. "Building our homes," chirped a swallow proudly. "We make little clay cups under the bridge, cool in the sun, warm in the rain." Pico tried that too. He gathered mud, splashed water, and pressed it together. But the moment it dried, crack, it fell apart. "Oh, feathers," he groaned. "This is harder than I thought." Far above on the cliffside, an eagle watched him struggle. "Having trouble, little one?" she asked in a deep, kind voice. "I want to build the best nest," Pico said sadly. "But everyone's way is different. The weaver weaves, the swallow builds with mud, and you, well, you live up here, where only the wind dares to go." The eagle chuckled softly. "Yes, I build on high cliffs, where I can see far and protect my young. But that doesn't mean my way is the best. Only the best for me." She leaned closer. "Every bird builds the way nature taught it. The trick is to find your own way, Pico." Pico thought about this as he glided back to his favorite bush, a cozy, thorny shrub near the edge of the field. He looked at the soft grasses nearby, the twigs, the feathers drifting on the wind. Slowly, patiently, he began to build. Not too high, not too low. A few twigs for strength, dry grass for comfort, and soft feathers for warmth. He worked all morning. The wind blew, the sun climbed, and when he finally tucked in the last feather, he stepped back and smiled. His nest wasn't tall like the eagle's, or fancy like the weaver's, but it was warm, hidden, and perfectly his. That night, when the stars blinked awake, Pico rested inside his little nest. The breeze hummed softly through the leaves. For the first time, he didn't dream of being the greatest sky builder. He dreamed of flying free, knowing he had built a home that fit him. Moral of the story: every bird builds its home in its own special way, just like every person lives life in their own rhythm. The best nest isn't the biggest or the fanciest. It's the one that feels like home.